If you are a TF2 YouTuber or you have read the comment section of a YouTuber's video at all in the past couple of years, this following question will be very familiar. What is your HUD? Easily the most asked question you get asked as a TF2 YouTuber is what HUD you are using to make your TF2 gameplay look different to someone else's. If a TF2 YouTuber has an FAQ section anywhere on their channel, that question is normally right at the top, behind like what content do you make and who really are you? Some YouTubers put a link to it in their description, and some streamers have a command you can use to find them. I thought a little bit about TF2 HUDs, and today I wanted to talk about the things I see a lot. The first thing I see is that people just don't know how to find HUDs. In the year 2019, people still don't know where to download these HUDs. Either way, there are a few different places you could use to download them. The best HUDs are normally on huds.tf. I feel like I've said HUDs too many times in that sentence. I'm not sponsored by that website to say that or anything, but most of the popular ones are on there. BudHUD, FloorHUD, and TF2 HUD Plus amongst some of the few there I know. If for some reason the HUD you want isn't on there, Game Banana is a pretty good place to look around the community created ones as well, which might not be as high quality or as popular, but you might find a gem or two on that page anyway. I always download EveHUD from Game Banana, so you know that one's on there. And for those of you who want to use ToonHUD, they have their own website. You can customize your own HUD or use some of the popular ones on there already. So yeah, go crazy. So what HUDs do YouTubers actually use? It really depends on who you are watching. For example, I like to swap between 3 or 4 HUDs. Not very often, but I have 3 or 4 that I like using more than any other one that I have. I don't really know why I like switching it up, but I do. So yeah. Those 4 HUDs are normally EveHUD as my all-time favourite. If you don't know what that one is, it's the one Muselk always used to use in his videos when he played. ToonHUD, which is a close second since the customization is incredible and it's so easy to get. I normally use Armastar's version of it. I don't know if I've said his name right. I've probably butchered that. I am so sorry. I use RaiseHUD more for nostalgia reasons. It brings back a lot of good memories of playing TF2 and starting out this YouTube channel and basically taking me back to then, I guess. And finally, BudHUD, which feels to me like an updated RaiseHUD with some more stuff in it, and quite a few YouTubers recently have started to use that. However, a lot of other TF2 YouTubers have their own HUDs that they use. So for example, Uncle Dane uses only really BudHUD, and he used to use RaiseHUD, but then when BudHUD came out, he swapped to it. Pyro Joe has used a HUD for the longest time now. It's pretty much the only thing people see him use. And then Lazy Purple doesn't actually use a HUD. I was thinking of making one of those Steam guides of all of the TF2 YouTubers HUDs that they were using, but I feel like I'd always miss out a TF2 YouTuber, or one of them would be using a HUD I don't know, so I wouldn't be able to do it, and then the list would just be pointless because some of them are wrong, and then I wouldn't end up updating it at all. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with people asking what HUD I use, especially because I change it so many times, and sometimes I might be using a HUD that you guys just don't know, which is fine. I don't mind really people asking, but if I have specifically put it in my description or I have a command for it on streams or something like that, I understand how the question popping up constantly grinds on a couple of TF2 YouTubers and that it's really annoying when thousands of people are asking when you've said it in the video or you've put a link to it somewhere. I know this used to be a much bigger issue a few years ago because that was when more people were looking at it and more people were finding TF2 YouTubers and trying to figure out what all the HUDs were. Now I feel like all of the people who are asking kind of can tell what HUD it is just by looking at it, or they look on huds.tf or something like that to try and find the exact one. I know it's what I did. I've only asked a couple of YouTubers what their HUDs were, but because I was friends with them, I asked them kind of personally, being like, look, which one do you use? I think it looks really cool. I want to try it out. And most of the time they didn't shout at me for asking, so that was good. If you have any questions about what HUDs TF2 YouTubers are using, comment their name down below and I'll try and find it for you. I will mostly just look at their videos and see if I recognize it. If not, then, if I know them, I'll message them or something. I don't know. I'm going to annoy a lot of people just with this video. But yeah, I just thought I'd make this video for you guys today to kind of talk about TF2 YouTuber HUDs because a lot of people want to know which ones they are. I've given a few examples and talked about what I used. So now that I've told you also where to get hoods, I'd recommend if you were thinking about asking a TF2 YouTuber which one they used, try looking on a few of these sites first to see if you can find it, so you're not another one of those people that are commenting asking for their hood, because, you know, after a while it does get fairly annoying. I know some YouTubers don't mind, myself included. I don't always answer those comments, but I'm going to start trying to. But a lot of the time you can easily find what they're using on hUds.tf or Game Banana or anything like that. So, you know, check those first before asking people, I guess. So anyway, that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. There's a lot more content coming out, and I am very, very excited to upload it for you guys. So, yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.